I got to preface again. For years, I defended Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. as the GOAT against Montana and then against Mahomes. So please understand, we're talking post-GOAT, okay? We're post...
Retired GOAT.
Yeah, okay?
Retired GOAT.
He's the retired GOAT, yet he's still flaunting and taunting like he's the GOAT. And he is. And to your point, you can get away with just about anything if you're Tom Brady, and he's getting away with a lot right now because what he did Monday night was the biggest FU to the NFL and especially to Fox that Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. could spill out there for all the world to see. And he knows exactly what he is doing. He knows if he's wearing a coat and tie in the coach's box. That was bizarre to me. But he's going to put the headset on, which is all you need to know because a picture is worth 10 billion words. We all saw it and we're like, wait, he's actually participating in this. I told you, if from the start he had made it clear, this is just an investment, I'm going to stay out of the way, I'm an absentee owner, I never go there, I don't talk to anybody, I'm a silent partner, cool. You know, you can sort of live with that.
Well, could you imagine Tom Brady being a silent partner?
Well, yeah, I could, if he so chose, but they kept saying he's such a valuable, he's a tremendous asset to the franchise. Yeah. And I'm going to get to Shedeur in a minute and what he did to Shedeur because it really pisses me off. But this is just, I'll get there. But he is clearly participating. Then Pete Carroll got asked the question afterward, and he said, no, that's not accurate. But we do talk regularly. It is accurate. So you do talk to him, and he talks to Chip Kelly regularly, 2 or 3 times a week. Right. He is participating as an advisor, a sort of unofficial coach or coordinator to the outcome of football games. So we saw this. So here's the problem. I'm going to go deeper on this. We didn't get there the other day, but this is the life I led for a long time as a media person working with star athletes. There's this unofficial deal that sometimes gets made between a powerful media voice and it's usually a quarterback or a star on defense. I don't know if you ever participated like this, but you make an unwritten deal, an unofficial deal, an unspoken deal that I will give you lots of off-the-record stuff, behind-the-scenes stuff, in return for protection where you will not criticize me. I'll be off limits to criticism from you. And that's often the deal that the biggest broadcasters strike with the quarterback and the head coach and maybe the coordinator in these production meetings. Mm-hmm. That's just me. I don't know if you've ever experienced this or felt it, but I lived it for a long time because it's very tricky business because I don't want to be handcuffed by a quote-unquote deal I made with somebody, but I do want the information. So in a lot of production meetings, sometimes, especially as it breaks up and you kind of hang around a little bit with the head coach or coordinator, they might tell you exactly how they feel about a Caleb Williams right now. Like, the truth is, blah, blah, I don't think he could ever do this or that or whatever, because you need to know, how does Ben Johnson really feel about Caleb Williams? We're about to talk about that. How does Caleb really feel about his new coordinator? Is he in over his head? Does Caleb believe that? Because it can be invaluable to your commentary if you know the behind the scenes, what's really going down in his head and his head, and in his heart about what's happening. So Tom is going to get none of that. Mm. And it does handicap him in some ways. Sure, he can watch the tape just the way you can watch the tape, the way I could or Gil could watch the tape. And you can see a lot of things on tape. Mm-hmm. But I still say, this is just to my ear, and maybe I'm different. I don't know football the way you know football, but I know it pretty well because I've been around a lot of people who really know football for a long time. And I've learned a lot from a whole lot of people going back to Don Shula and Bill Walsh and Tom Landry. So I know what I'm seeing, and I think Tom is just pure vanilla and Captain Obvious as a broadcaster, where everything he says, I'm like, okay, yeah, obviously. And it's gee whizzy to me. It's not smart and it's not edgy at all because he is literally not allowed as an owner to criticize anything on the football field. Not anything. Can't criticize a player or a coach or especially a referee. Well, your hands are both hands are tied behind your back. And yeah, he's the GOAT, so you appreciate what the GOAT tells you, and he's going to see things on the fly, whatever, defensive breakdown, and he can clearly at least acknowledge that they busted the coverage.
You can't get his honest view on players.
Right. He just can't go there. He can't be what I know he could be, and you've heard him behind closed doors. Yeah. I mean, he's edgy, man. Yeah. He can be scathing in his criticism, but you're not going to get any of that. So it offends me personally that I know I'm not getting full-on GOAT, because he could be the GOAT broadcaster if he was able to.
I don't think we don't get that take from Troy, do we? Did he tell us, like, hey, this coach really don't fuck with this player, or he don't tell us the inside stuff that he get?
I know Troy pretty well, and so I get it. Like, I know the code for what he's saying.
Right.
Like, you're right.
And Romo neither, so I think...
Now, I think Romo does. I just think he lets it fly. I do. But
I think Tom brings to the table as a analyst his knowledge of the game. That's what he brings. He could tell you why this play happened.
Like, you're not listening for his feet.
You ain't listening for who likes who or what their relationship are. You listening because he know the game, and he's going to break that part down for you. So some guys might win the crowd over with their inside information. But shit, I grew up under Bill. Tom grew up under Bill. Bill ain't never getting nobody no information.
Nothing.
So he's not. Tom don't feel like he need that inside information.
You're right.
I'm gonna break the football game down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How this coach feel about this quarterback and what's really going on inside their building? Hey, watch Skip show for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want the info? Watch Skip show, because Skip gonna know. He plugged the fuck in. He gonna know and he gonna tell you. So that's why you watching this game. I'm gonna give you X's and O's,
I hear
the
you.
Y's and the why nots. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like he do a good job. Some people don't like him. Skip don't like it. But I love listening to Tom. I think he do a great job in the Super Bowl. He all of it's vanilla.
Okay, but
I call games. They told me specifically, be vanilla. Act like you're talking to a bunch of second graders. That's what they tell us to do. Be vanilla. So it's everybody who calls. I listen to Troy. I listen to Chris Collinsworth. It's like I already listened to this game before. Chris, you said the same thing last year.
Yeah.
So, hey,
you think they're all vanilla, and you have
it's all vanilla. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they tell you to be. You can't really get down into it like that. So I don't know. I'd rather listen to Tom than listen to them other guys.
Well,
but you played with them and you played with them.
So I might be biased.
Okay, you are. But you are. And you know what? I love it that you are, because
loyalty.
When you go to war with that guy, it's the ultimate, man. It's just like that's it. I mean, you can't get any better, and you are both blessed to experience that, right? Okay, so I get that, but I didn't play with him, and so I got two other issues real quick. So on Monday, the NFL feels like it needs to issue a statement. Tom did nothing wrong being in the coach's booth. Well, obviously, there's nothing wrong with that. He owns 5% of the football team. He can do whatever he wants. He can go on the sideline. He can do whatever. That's not the issue. I wanted my former network, Fox, to issue a statement and say, we do have a problem with this. That's the problem, is what it does to Fox, and the bad look that it makes for the NFL as a potential conflict of interest. Whether you think so or not, it smacks of it. It makes you sit back and say, well, that's not exactly right, Tom. You can't do it that way, because it was so blatant that he's just sitting up in the box. Okay, so then right on top of that, the NFL has to issue a second statement on Monday, because Tom announces on Monday, after his big appearance on, I'm sorry, it's Tuesday, after the big appearance on Monday Night Football, Tom announces that he's starting a flag football tournament with the Saudis, with it's like Live Golf. It's with the Saudis.
There's going to be some money in that.
There's going to be, but Live took such a beating early on, the Live Golf League, obviously.
Like going against the NFL.
Yeah, but partnering with the Saudis. Really? Because there's some issues going on there. But the NFL had to say, just for the record, this is not an NFL venture. This is Tom's venture, and the current players who have said that they would play in this, and there are several of them.
Well, they want to go to the Olympics.
Who is
Tyreek,
it?
one of them.
Tyreek, CD,
Sauce.
Saquon, Max Crosby, C-Mac. Okay, so a bunch. And the NFL said they are all going to have to get permission from their teams to play in this event. It's like a tournament, like a 3-team tournament. So my point is, Tom's kind of Bigfoot in the NFL on that and requiring the NFL to say, timeout, this isn't our deal. This is his deal, okay? Just for the record, he is flaunting and taunting. That's just me.
I mean, it's a good point that you made with Live Golf. I mean, obviously, anybody went to Live Golf, you're kind of going against the PGA.
Yeah.
So, similar. Are you going to go play in this flag football league by Tom Brady when Tom Brady works as a broadcaster, as an owner, supposed to be a big face of the NFL. Now he's created a separate league.
And the NFL wants to create its own flag league going forward, right?
Tom should have just done that with the NFL.
Okay.
I never thought I'd see the day that Skip Bayless was so hard on Tom Brady.
I know.
Your dope. Let me ask you this, Skip. Going back to the broadcaster question. So you think, I know he's hindered because he can't criticize, but you think that would make him a better broadcaster if he could sit there and just talk about how poor the reffing or how poor the officiating is or how bad this guy's playing?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes, I would trust him more. I don't trust him now.
Okay.
That's just me, but maybe I know too much in my own way to not, maybe the second graders, they trust him like he's the GOAT, man. I'll listen to the GOAT. All right.
Well, we have a ton of drama, obviously, to talk about, but I want to get into the football of some things. So I want to bring it back to Ben Johnson.